Hi there, welcome to Apple World. Recollect when her and Gina Puffy's, little plaything from some time ago got into it, and this is her message to her. If I believed you should be clear, Diddy could have had you kneeling down right. So that is her not too far off conceding that she knows how Diddy gets down and how he utilizes these sentiments. So Diddy simply plays young Miami extra hard because he only unladed her for one of her greatest operations. Gina Huynh months after young Miami comedian Gina and guarantee that she was Diddy's solitary. Diddy is finished with young Miami and back with Gina Huynh, and Gina isn't letting Diddy it's since she has been fooling Miami hard via virtual entertainments, sending major areas of strength. For a to young Miami, you all jump on in, and we should get to it since it seems as though it's the clash of the side pieces. And it just got genuinely to start with like the initial 3-in-1/2 years he was. I mean, like the first multi-month 3-4 months, he was truly decent, however. At that point after that, he begun being like I say, like the initial 3.5 years, he was like unkind to me. So when you say mean depicted, he resembled continuously deprecating me and consistently he was like intellectually, sincerely, and truly me. It seems as though young Miami is going through an extremely difficult time right now. Cause her boothing and friendly benefactor Diddy just unloaded her like a hot potato and continued on toward his opposite side pie Gina Huynh, forgetting about Miami here. Genuine terrible, you all the city young ladies is down terrible, cause Miami was the one that has been playing Gina for a really long time and boasting about how she is Diddy's all in all and how he will continuously pick her before different ladies. She has been continually deriding Gina via virtual entertainment for a really long time and calling her broke exclusively for all of this to happen out of nowhere. And I'm not going to lie, this has given some crazy show levels now. For those of you who don't know, Gina Huynh really began playing with Diddy way before he met young Miami. Diddy was dating Gina Huynh as an afterthought when he was all the while dating Cassie. No similar Cassie, who he has been putting hands on and treating very seriously, definitely her incidentally. Besides the fact that he put hands on Cassie as a her and pimp her out supposedly and treat her severely, yet he has likewise gone behind her back with different ladies, including Gina currently. It's hazy precisely when he and Gina got together, yet they were together for a decent strong 2 or 3 years, and during that time, he treated Gina similarly as seriously as he treated Cassie. Purportedly, which isn't that astonishing on the grounds that Diddy has a history of mistreating every one of his exes, putting hands on them, and messing them up supposedly, yet get this, you all skill everyone has been saying that Cassie was the primary lady to emerge. Furthermore, uncovered Diddy for being mean and mistreating his accomplices. Well, Cassie could have been the primary lady to record authoritative reports against Diddy and making legitimate moves against him, yet Gina was the principal lady to shout out and drill down into what Diddy is truly similar to and how he used to mess her up all the time. Back in 2019, after Diddy and Gina went on a brief separate, Gina had a sit interview with Tasha K, where she guaranteed that not just had Diddy been savage to her during the relationship, yet he had additionally placed hands on her regularly. At the outset, like the initial 3-in-1/2 years he was. I mean, like the initial multi-month 3-4 months he was truly decent. However, at that point after that he begun being a so when you say me depicted, he resembled continuously disparaging me and consistently. He was like intellectually, sincerely, and genuinely me. He attempted to. He took one of my heels and attempted to toss it at me, and afterward he mushed my face and truly hard and caused my nose to drain. She likewise guaranteed that she had gotten pregnant during the relationship, yet he had constrained her to dispose of it since he didn't need a child, at any rate not with her. Okay, and you mind letting me know what occurred with that pregnancy? He will, I told him, and he was like, you will get a right, and afterward I resent. Bled, I don't know, I don't have the foggiest idea yet, and afterward he offered me $50,000 to dispose of it. Yet I turned it down on the grounds that, I simply adored him, and and I needed to, I was attempting to demonstrate that I wasn't the young lady that needed him for cash. I care about him, and, I simply believed him should be good to me. That is all there is to it. She did all of that just to get back with, did 2 or 3 weeks later, and they began playing again. Now, Gina presumably felt that he planned to lift or elevate her to principal sweetheart. Since Cassie was out the image, however, that didn't occur on the grounds that she remained his little side piece classification, and things got far more terrible when Young Miami came into the image, since she was the nearest thing to a sweetheart for Diddy, and true to form, this caused a ton of show among her and Young Miami, since they were both seeking the main spot as Diddy's better half. Now, this spot was a sought-after one, since Diddy purportedly pays Miami a portion of $1 million to be his side piece, so it makes sense of why the two ladies were battling about him. And listen, they battled sharply, for instance, when Gina posted this image of Diddy kissing her on the cheek. Miami got so envious, and she blamed Gina for pursuing clout, saying someone should kindly offer this some consideration. Gina answered on her Instagram stories, composing on the off chance that anybody looking for consideration, "It's you sucking my D." "I don't offer," Miami answered. "Consideration be. I'm the consideration. We should be clear and notify me if it's not too much trouble. Be ghosted down. We see you loosening up. It's okay. You've only been around for a really long time. You've been looking out for this second on the off chance that he can't make you popular." "Well," then Gina answered, "Young Miami, explaining why you so squeezed mom. I thought you were a young lady in Miami." They hit back, saying, "I am, and that is the reason I'm with your man, and ain't falling off him. It doesn't matter to me the number of pictures you post. Get that head, Brandon." You better believe it. They certainly could do without one another. And this was additionally sealed when Diddy had a child last year with a very surprising lady. Gina Jokester Miami posted this video on her Instagram, saying while she was beefing with you over a man, yet the entire time he got another person pregnant, and subtitled it, "City Young Ladies Damn Music." 1,000 you doing this. You moronic Miami, call her sub. And she terminated back in a progression of furious tweets where she said, "Gina, you've been down terrible since I came into the image. Ho, you've been weeping for a child for quite a long time. You've been around as a honeybee that eat. He and D when he feels like it. You an eater. You the very bee that was crying on Tasha K cause you needed to have a child, unfortunate sushi." She proceeded, "With you need a child, be I have a vocation. Ho, you a gut. Guaranteed freak. You haven't heard from Diddy since the honors reminisced about disposing of infants. Let that her go. See, it's assuming that I maintained that you should eat me. Diddy would have had you kneeling down. Ho, you an eater. Be you a crunch now." This was exceptionally untidy, and it just demonstrates how the two ladies could do without one another anyway. Diddy and Gina finished things sometime later, and Miami was glad for the way that she was Diddy's fundamental young lady, particularly after Diddy emerged to shield her adage, "Young Miami isn't my side chick. She never has been and never will be. She's vital and exceptional to me. And I don't play about my ostentatious, I don't examine things on the web. And I won't begin today, so think what you need. However, know that assuming you effectively hurt mine, I will approach your home, we will discuss it like people love, well, quick forward to her. 3 months and she is presently not his little shorty, on the grounds that the roads are currently saying that he has unloaded her for Gina. And listen, it's untidy, everything sort of begun with the claims that were recorded against him, beginning with Cassie's claim. He settled Cassie's claim after just a single day, yet he attempted to keep up with his guiltless, saying, "To make sure we're clear, a choice to settle a regulation suit, particularly in 2023, is not the slightest bit of confirmation of bad behavior. Mr. Cole's choice to settle the law claim in no manner subverts his flat-out forswearing of the cases. He is cheerful. They got to a shared settlement, and he wants Miss Venture to enjoy all that life has to offer anyway." After that, 3 additional ladies emerged to record claims against him of sedating and saying them. And did he at last need to emerge and address what was going on? That's it for the most recent few weeks. I have sat quietly and watched individuals attempt to kill my personality, annihilate my standing, and annihilate my inheritance. I didn't do any of the terrible things being claimed. I will battle for my name, my family, and for reality, yet the lawful MK just deteriorated, and it reached a place where Diddy expected to gain some harm influence. And quick he was shot, looking all irritated and upset. Yet individuals didn't buy this, and the visually impaired thing affirmed it, expressing discussing calling the paps. This mogo wannabe rapper called them to make maybe he were lamenting, battling, and wiped out about what befell him. They went through around 20 minutes of stances. When that didn't work, he chose to involve Young Miami for some PR, and he paid her to involve her children for PR. Recall when young Miami was spotted at a game with her children? Well, it was only for PR and she got a fat check for it. Some clamor who needs a music shirt. Summer fans quickly timed that it was another PR stunt, and a visually impaired thing likewise affirmed it, expressing discussing interruptions. The subject in number 4 taught his ongoing sweetheart to have a web-based entertainment barrage, flaunting herself. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.